You can't control everything that happens in leadership, but you can control how you respond. That's the essence of self regulation, and it's what separates great leaders from reactive ones. I'm Kevin Brunner, a team leader in the chemistry industry, and I'm here to help you lead with more clarity, confidence, and connection. Today, we're going deep into self regulation, the second core skill of emotional intelligence. We'll break down how it works in the brain, why it matters for leadership, and specific practical techniques like breathing, mindfulness, grounding, and reflection. That will help you strengthen this skill every single day. In my last video, I talked about self awareness, the foundation of emotional intelligence. I said that self awareness is about noticing your emotions as they show up, understanding your triggers, your patterns, and the impact you have on others. It's like turning the lights on a room. Once you see what's there, you can actually work with it. But here's the thing, awareness itself isn't enough. You can know that you're angry, anxious, or defensive, but if you don't know how to manage that state, it can still control your behavior. And that's where today's topic comes in, self-regulation. If self-awareness is recognizing the spark, self-regulation is learning how to manage the fire. Together, they form the foundation of great leadership. Let's jump in. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotional reactions, especially under stress, pressure, or conflict. It's not about suppressing your emotion. It's about recognizing your triggers and choosing your response with intention. Think of it this way. Your limbic system, especially the amygdala, reacts instantly to threats, real or perceived. That's where fear, anger, and defensiveness come from. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational executive part of the brain, helps you plan, make decisions, and control impulses. When you're triggered, the limbic system floods your body with neurotransmitters like cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart races, your muscles tighten, your focus narrows. That's your body preparing for fight, flight, or freeze. But in leadership, snapping at a colleague or shutting down in a meeting rarely leads to success. Self-regulation is the skill of calming the limbic system enough for the prefrontal cortex to come back online. That's when you can respond with clarity, presence, and wisdom instead of reactivity. Let me say it bluntly. People don't trust leaders who can't control themselves. If you lash out under pressure, people walk on eggshells. If you shut down when things get hard, people lose confidence. If your mood swings drive the room, your team spends more energy managing you than the actual problem. On the other hand, when you demonstrate calm under stress, when you regulate your frustration, when you choose curiosity over defensiveness, you set the tone for everyone else. Great leadership doesn't mean never feeling anger or fear. It means learning how to regulate those emotions so they serve you instead of control you. Now, let's get practical. Here are 4 ways to strengthen your self-regulation. Number 1, breathing exercises, resetting the nervous system. When you're feeling triggered, your nervous system shifts into high alert. Your breathing becomes shallow, your heart rate spikes, and your brain thinks danger. The fastest way to tell your body, I'm safe, is through your breath. One simple technique is called box breathing. You inhale through your nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4 counts. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 counts and hold it again for 4 counts. And this step you repeat 3-4 times. This pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering stress hormones and allowing the prefrontal cortex to re-engage. Leaders who use conscious breathing can de-escalate conflict in seconds, not just inside themselves, but in the entire room. Number 2, mindfulness, catching the trigger in real time. Mindfulness is simply the practice of noticing what's happening in the present moment without judgment. In leadership, Mindfulness helps you catch the trigger before it hijacks you. For example, in a tense meeting, you might notice, my chest feels tight. I'm starting to feel defensive. I want to interrupt, but maybe I should listen for another 30 seconds. That small moment of awareness creates space between the limbic system's impulse and the prefrontal cortex choice. You don't need hours of meditation every day to practice mindfulness. Even 2 minutes of focused breathing before a meeting can prime your brain for self regulation. Over time, mindfulness strengthens neural pathways that improve emotional control. Think of it like weight training for your brain. Number 3, grounding techniques, staying centered in the storm. Sometimes emotions can feel overwhelming. That's where grounding comes in. Grounding pulls you out of the emotional storm and back into the present moment. Here are 2 simple techniques. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 you smell, and 1 you taste. This anchors your attention to your senses, breaking the loop of overthinking. Number 2, physical reset. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale slowly. Feel your body connecting to the chair or floor. These techniques send signals to your brain. I am here. I am safe. I am in control. For leaders, this is invaluable. In moments of crisis, grounding lets you project stability, even when everything feels uncertain. Number 4, reflection. Learning from triggers. Self-regulation isn't just about handling emotions in the moment. It's also about learning from them afterwards. Reflection helps you identify patterns in your emotional triggers. Here are 4 daily reflection questions. What triggered me most today? How did I react internally and externally? What impact did that have on others? How would I choose to respond differently next time? Writing these down strengthens self-awareness and builds resilience. Over time, you'll notice fewer impulsive reactions and more intentional leadership. Leaders who reflect consistently build emotional stability that compounds over years. Let's imagine a few scenarios. Scenario 1, a heated disagreement. Without self regulation, you cut someone off, you raise your voice, and escalate conflict. With self regulation, you breathe, listen fully, and respond calmly. Tension de escalates. Scenario 2, unexpected bad news. Without self regulation, you panic, shut down, or spread anxiety. With self regulation, you ground yourself, reassure the team, and keep people focused. Scenario 3, receiving self criticism. Without self regulation, you get defensive and dismiss feedback. With self regulation, you notice the trigger, pause, thank the person, and ask clarifying questions. In all 3, self regulation doesn't just protect your image, it strengthens trust, stability, and respect. Here's the exciting part, self regulation is completely a learnable skill. Neuroscience shows that every time you practice mindfulness, grounding, or reflection, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're strengthening the neural connection between the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system. This means that over time, what once triggered you into anger or panic becomes easier to handle with calm and clarity. Self regulation is like building a muscle. The more you train it, the more resilient and steady you become. Again, leadership isn't about never being triggered, it's about how quickly and gracefully you can recover. Breathing resets your nervous system. Mindfulness helps you catch the trigger. Grounding brings you back to the present, and reflection helps you learn and grow over time. The leaders people trust most are not the ones that never feel stress. They're the ones who model composure under stress. Because when you regulate yourself, you give others permission to do the same. That's how self regulation becomes more than just a personal skill, it becomes a leadership superpower. So, my question for you is, what's your go to technique for calming yourself when emotions run high? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your practices. And if it was helpful, Hit like, subscribe, and join me next time as we explore the next emotional intelligence skill: motivation, how to lead with vision and resilience. Until then, remember, regulate yourself first. You'll be ready to lead others with clarity and strength.